The courtroom doors swing open, and Karen strides in like she's entering a battlefield she plans to win by sheer volume. Her daughter, Lila, follows behind, headphones around her neck, gum popping loud enough to echo off the walls. She's 17, bored, scrolling through her phone with the dead-eyed confidence of someone who thinks the world should revolve around her. Karen stops at the plaintiff's podium, slamming down a folder. Lila smirks and whispers just loud enough for those around her to hear. Mom's about to embarrass herself again. Karen pretends not to hear, but her cheeks go pink. A minute later, Judge Judy enters, robe flowing, expression sharp as glass. The room stands. Lila does not. She remains slouched in the chair, scrolling. Judge Judy narrows her eyes. "Young lady," she says, "we stand in my courtroom." Lila looks up slow, annoyed. "I'm not part of this case," she says. "Why should I stand?" Karen whispers loudly, "Lila, get up. Right now." Lila laughs, bright, disrespectful, echoing. "This is so stupid." The entire courtroom freezes. Judge Judy's voice drops to a chilling calm. "Stand." This time Lila obeys. She rolls her eyes, but rises, arms crossed like a shield. Judge Judy turns her attention to the case file. Plaintiff, Karen Rowley. Defendant, Adrian Pierce. Then she glances at Lila, and apparently, an unwilling spectator. Karen shoots her daughter a pleading look. "Please don't make this worse." Lila snorts and takes a seat again. "Mom, it's already worse." Judge Judy taps her pen once. "Let's begin." Karen explains the case. Her neighbor Adrian borrowed her expensive power tools, never returned them, and now claims they were old and worthless. Adrian stands on the other podium, arms folded, smirking with the same misplaced confidence Lila has adopted. But the real tension isn't between Karen and Adrian. It's between Karen and Lila. Every sentence Karen tries to form, Lila giggles, rolls her eyes, sighs dramatically. "Mom, those tools were like 10 years old," Lila says suddenly, interrupting. "That's not true." Karen snaps. Lila shrugs. "I'm just saying, maybe you should stop being dramatic." A burst of laughter slips from her lips again. Karen's face crumbles. "Could you please stop mocking me? You're my daughter." The courtroom shifts. People lean in. Judge Judy's eyes lock on Lila with laser accuracy. "Young lady, do you think this is funny?" Lila gestures vaguely. "Kinda. I mean, she's always yelling at me about responsibility. Now look at her." Karen's eyes fill with tears. She tries desperately to blink away. Judge Judy closes the file. "We're going to pause the case for a moment," she says slowly, "because something more important is happening here." Lila slouches farther. "Oh, please," she mutters. "Don't make this some life lesson." Judge Judy raises an eyebrow. "Oh, you're going to get a lesson, whether you want it or not." Karen wipes her eyes. "I'm sorry, Your Honor. She's been impossible lately." "No," Judge Judy says sharply. "Do not apologize for her behavior. That is her responsibility." Lila actually laughs, loudly. The bailiff flinches. People whisper. Karen stares at her daughter, mortified. Judge Judy stands. She rarely stands. The room goes silent. "Young lady, you are laughing at the one person in this world who would give her life for you without blinking." Lila's shoulders tighten. "You are humiliating your mother," Judge Judy continues, "in public on national television. And for what? Because you think disrespect makes you groan?" Lila doesn't laugh this time. She looks down. Karen's hands shake. Judge Judy steps closer. "Do you know how many children come into this courtroom begging for a parent who cares? Begging for a mother who shows up? Begging for a family that fights for them instead of abandoning them?" Lila swallows hard. "But you," Judy says, pointing at her, "you mock the one you have." The room holds its breath. No phone. No gum. No disrespect. "Sit up." Lila obeys every word. Judge Judy turns back to Karen. "Now, tell me about these tools." Karen steadies herself and explains how Adrian borrowed the tools, promising to return them within a week. Months passed. She asked repeatedly. He ignored her. One day, she saw him using them in his backyard like he owned them. Adrian jumps in. "They were junk. I did her a favor using them." Judge Judy holds up a hand. I didn't ask for your commentary. I asked for facts. Adrian grumbles. Karen continues, showing receipts for the original purchase, much more recent than Adrian claimed. But what catches the court's attention is what happens next. Judge Judy turns to Lila. You live in that home. Did you see the tools before they were taken? Lila nods weakly. Yeah. Were they junk? A pause. A long one. Lila glances at her mother, really looks at her for the first time since they walked in. No, she admits quietly. They were fine. Practically new. Karen gasps softly. Adrian's face goes red. She's lying. No. Judge Judy snaps. You are. She bangs the gavel lightly. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $980 plus court fees. Adrian slams his palm against the podium. This is ridiculous. You know what's ridiculous? Judge Judy retorts. Stealing from your neighbor and thinking a teenager's disrespect would distract me from the truth. Adrian is escorted out, grumbling. But the case isn't over. Judge Judy turns back to Lila and Karen. Now, she says, we address the real problem. Karen tries to wave it off. Your Honor, it's fine. No, it's not, Judy says. Your daughter has no idea what you carry. Karen's lip trembles. I'm doing my best. I'm raising her alone. A flicker of guilt passes over Lila's face. She works 2 jobs just to keep us afloat, Karen whispers. And she still comes home to take care of me and my brother. Judge Judy nods slowly. And instead of gratitude, she gets ridicule. Lila's eyes go wide. Mom, you never said. Karen sighs. You never listen. Judge Judy steps toward the teenager. Young lady, you are not a villain, but you are behaving like someone who doesn't understand value of things or people. Lila wipes her eyes quickly, trying not to let anyone see. Do you love your mother? Judy asks. Of course I do, Lila says, voice cracking. Then stop treating her like the punchline of your life. Lila nods, tears gathering. She deserves respect, Judge Judy says. And so do you. But respect begins at home. Lila turns to her mother. I'm sorry, she whispers. I didn't know I was hurting you. I thought you were just nagging. Karen bites her lip. I nag because I love you. Lila steps closer. I'll do better. I promise. Judge Judy sits back down. Good. Because if you don't, I'll see you back here. But next time, you'll be the one on trial. A ripple of laughter, warm, not mocking, moves through the room. Karen smiles through her tears. Thank you, Your Honor. As they walk out together, Lila slips her arm around her mother's. The tenderness is small but real, and for the first time all day, the courtroom feels lighter. Because a case was resolved, but a family began healing.